Hi, it's Steve and Sam with the Nashville Home Guys, and we want to talk to you about a new phenomenon in the real estate business, and that is the advent of the iBuyer. What is the iBuyer, Sam?
Yeah, an iBuyer, you guys have all heard of them. It's the guaranteed Zestimates, the open doors, the hassle-free, we'll buy your house before it hits the market buyer, essentially.
Right. Easy, painless, no showings, no open houses, oh my goodness, and no realtor. That means you make more money? That's the perception, but the truth is,
that's not really the reality. There's a lot of things that they do, like a service charge of up to 7%, and then they also pay you 94% of market value. And market value right now in a hot market like Nashville is
whatever anybody will want to pay, not
exactly.
94% of anything. And
yes.
Also, they also hold back 3.5% in repairs. So Sam's going to run through a little comparison of a sale for you with using a realtor or using an iBuyer, and it is an eye-opener for sure.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the difference between a traditional realtor approach and then an iBuyer approach. So let's say the market value of our house, or what we're going to list it at, is $500,000. On the realtor side, this is what this would look like. So $500,000, you still owe a mortgage of $300,000. Closing costs are the attorney fees that you pay at closing, and these vary just a little bit. Prorated taxes is based upon the time that you've lived in the house. So for instance, on the realtor side, I put closing June 15th. That's pushed pretty far back, but you would owe taxes on your house from January 1st to June 15th. Commission is typically 6%, 3% to the listing side, and then 3% to the person that brings the buyer. There is no service fee. You might have some repairs with inspections. That's $1,500 roughly on average. And then your holding costs is the cost to hold your house until that June 15 closing date. So your taxes, your hazard insurance, and your interest and all that good stuff. So your net would come out to $163,000. Now let's look at the iBuyer. Typically, we see that they pay 94% on average of the market value. So they would pay you $470,000. You still owe the $300,000. Closing costs are the same except for the prorated taxes. Typically, they can close pretty quickly. So I put a closing date of 5/1 for them. There is no commission. However, here's where they kind of get you. On average, they charge you a 7% convenience or service fee. And we've seen this go anywhere from 6% to 9%. Also, on average, they hold back about 2.5% for repairs. So I put 2% for repairs, and that's $9,400. And then the holding costs, again, is a little bit less because they would close sooner. And so the cost of convenience is about $38,000. So you would net $124,000, around $500 for the iBuyer situation, making 31% less than if you were to use a realtor. And some of these numbers could even vary because now we're seeing a lot of pass fail inspections or no inspections at all. So this cost might go away completely. Holding costs, 6/15 is a pretty relaxed closing date. We're seeing a lot of cash offers or conventional buyers that can close in 3 weeks. So your holding costs will be a little bit less. Also, in a market like Nashville, it is really hard to determine market value because the market value is whatever the market will bear. So if I list your house at $500,000 and it's in the right location, the conditions right, we're seeing stuff go anywhere from 30K up to 100+K over list price. So that's something to also keep in mind. So I just wanted to show you the difference, some of the fees associated with the realtor versus those with iBuyers, which would be like Zillow, Open Door, or all the other guaranteed offer online systems there are.
So don't be fooled.
If you're thinking about buying or selling your house, give the Nashville Home Guys a call.
We'll get you moving.
Yes, we will.
Thanks.